thing about Red Palico is that it wasn't a reaction to a trend. It wasn't a reaction to something that was already in existence. We were there back there in the early days of the sport when we were still convincing people on the concept of standing up and holding a paddle. The fact that you could just roll them up and put them in a bag just made life so much easier. Easier to travel, easier to store. It just seemed like the perfect solution. The only way that we were ever going to get paddleboarding more popular and get more people on the water was to make it more convenient. And inflatable boards to me just seemed like the absolute best route. Within the Red Palico team, we've got a real depth of experience across all types of water sports. I myself was a professional windsurfer, and I think that's really what led me to start Red Palico, because I'd seen windsurfing go through its various guises and become what really was a very extreme and specialist sport, and it kind of forgot the everyman and the everywoman out on the beach having fun. And that's really, for me, that's what I saw paddleboarding was able to offer. It was able to offer access to the water in a non-technical way. Performance, it is really deep down in the DNA of Red Palico. We wanted to create boards that performed for everybody. It wasn't just focused on being the fastest or being able to turn the most radical on a wave. It was about accessibility and getting people out in the water in the safest, most reliable way. Forget marketing, colours, branding. Actually, the essence of the product, the actual real reliability of the product, to me, is the most important thing. There is literally nothing like a Red Palico board. Nobody obsesses as much as we do over all the tiny little details that go into making the product. We could have just jumped on the internet, found a supplier of some product, made some boards and put a logo on it. But what you get there is generally a low quality product that is really just a beach toy. Our facility is a really slick operation. We'll take a board from raw material stage all the way through to production. It has a quality control system that follows the board through that process, and only until we're absolutely satisfied that it is perfect product and it's going to deliver that authentic experience do we allow it to leave. Our warranty rate, our return rates are something like 0.02%. I mean, it's tiny. This isn't something we've dreamt up overnight. This has come from 10 years of experience. And we've made some major mistakes along the way, but it's really about learning from those mistakes, listening to the feedback from our customers, and then continually evolving and innovating to make better and better products. We only make inflatable boards. That's our speciality. And that speciality, that laser-guided focus, is really what allows us to produce the products that we do. Back when we started, it was just me trying to convince a few friends to buy some paddleboards. And now 10 years on, we have a brilliant community of passionate paddleboarders all over the world. And we really want to help and support that community. And that's really what led on to opening up the International Development Centre. I wanted the development centre to be a great place to work, a great ideas factory. We have an awesome team here at Red Palico. We all paddleboard, and we're all involved in the development of the company, whether it's product design, marketing, sales, or customer support. We're in the industry of delivering fun and creating memories, so we like to practice what we preach. And we're out there day in, day out, getting involved in the sport, connecting with the community. If you like, we are part of that community. We are those paddlers. I do think, owning a Red Palico board is life-changing. It does allow you to access waterways that you maybe couldn't before. It gets you on the waterway you maybe hadn't done before. And it gives you a new perspective on life. I love paddling out off the coast, half a mile offshore, turning around, looking back at where I've come from and looking at life from a slightly different perspective. The pace of life and the pace of time when you're on the water is just different. And that's what I love about the sport. Almost the simplicity is what I love. It's not a technique-driven sport, it's experience-driven sport, and being able to deliver those experiences to anybody, anywhere in the world, that's really what gets me out of bed in the morning and keeps me going, keeps me thinking about the next stage, the next chapter of Red Paddle Co.